Welcome to MotorScribes. I'm Vikram Gore, your host, your dost, and your fellow Thar enthusiast. In this video, I want to answer a question that's coming in on our channel from a lot of prospective customers. They want to know the difference between the 4x2 and the 4x4 Thar Roxx. So when it comes to the trim levels, the 4x2 and the 4x4 share a lot of similarities in terms of what you get as features, because the 4x4 is currently only offered on the diesel versions and not on the petrol versions. But as far as trims are concerned, you get a 4x4 MX-5 version, you get an AX5 version, and of course the full-blown AX7L version. Now, so when it comes to the features on board, like your ADAS and your reverse parking cameras, front parking cameras, sensors, the large HD touchscreen, and of course the premium interiors, on the AX7L, they're common between the 4x4 and the 4x2. And the same goes for the MX-5 versions. Whatever the features are on the MX-5 are what you get on the MX-5 4x4 as well. So I'm not really going to jump into what you get in terms of features, but to tell you the difference of the two, well, the obvious being that the 4x4 is four-wheel drive. You get a proper shifter for 4 high, 4 low, so you've got those lower gear ratios in it. And you also get a serious amount of tech on board that is different from the 4x2 for obvious reasons. Number one being that you get Crawl Smart. Now, Crawl Smart is kind of like cruise control, but for 4x4ing. So it holds the vehicle at a very steady 5 km/h speed, and it allows you to sort of power through terrain without you having to touch the throttle. And it adjusts the throttle response accordingly depending on the gradient you're tackling, whether you're going downhill or uphill, or even the obstacle in front of you. So it's an interesting way. It's kind of like taking away a little bit from what the human element is of off-roading, but at the same time, it allows the Thar Roxx to just power through just about anything. Now, the second bit is another bit of interesting tech that you get on board, which is the Intell turn. Now, the Thar Roxx is much longer than the three-door Thar, and I think a lot of people were concerned about the fact that you know, when you're doing off-roading, you're dealing with tight turns, tight corners, you've got a lot of these sort of obstacles to deal with, and having a longer wheelbase obviously means that your turning radius has gone up. And what Mahindra has done over here is something very smart. They've given you what they call IntelliTurn, but what that essentially does is it locks the inner rear wheel. So if you were to be taking a turn like this, the wheel on this side of the vehicle would lock, and it sort of lets the vehicle sort of just pivot on that wheel, which really drastically reduces the turning radius of the vehicle. The same goes for the wheel on that side if you were to be taking a turn this way. So these are two prime techs that actually make the Roxx a better off-roader than the three-door version, and it's got fantastic approach angles, departure angles, and a great breakover angle as well. We don't have the exact ground clearance number for the Thar Roxx just yet, but just visually it looks like it is at par with what you get on the three-door, if not a few millimeters more. Now, having said that, of course, the stark difference that you do get apart from this tech is the fact that with the diesel automatic 4x4, you do get an increased output in terms of power under the hood. Now, the two-wheel drive Thar Roxx gets about 152 PS of power, 330 Newton meters of torque. But if you were to go in for the 4x4 diesel automatic, which I believe might be a very popular choice out there, you will get 175 PS of power and 370 Newton meters of torque, which is at par with what you get on a Scorpio N, by the way. So these are just the big differences between a 4x2 and a 4x4. If something else comes to mind, I will definitely put it in the comments below. If you feel that I've forgotten something, please put it in the comments below. It's my job and the job at MotorScribes for us to answer every comment that comes in on our channel, and I will get back to you.